Hi, I'm Peyton, and today I'm going to be taking you along with me to make the Chicken Marsala Pasta. Before setting up our ingredients for cooking, we need to clean this mess up. Now that we cleaned up our dishes, I laid out the ingredients we are going to use. So right here we have just like chicken broth cubes that you add water to. We have a chicken breast. The recipe calls for any type of noodles, so I'm using egg noodles, butter, garlic, heavy whipping cream, it's Marsala wine, but it also said you could just use any white wine that you have, so I'm going to be doing that, and flour. So right now we have our chicken breast in a mixture of salt and pepper and Cavender seasoning. We're going to just cut off the excess fat of this and cut into small pieces and season. All right, now that the chicken is diced up and seasoned, we're going to take this bowl and add a little flour and mix it in. We just want to make sure that we evenly coat all of these pieces of chicken in the flour. Looks pretty good. Now we are going to heat a pan with oil in it and get these cooking. We are going to take our freshly washed pan and turn the heat to about 6 just to get it all warmed up, and then take some canola oil, measure with your heart. All right, now we are going to take our chicken and add these pieces in there. While the pan for our chicken is heating up, we're going to go ahead and boil some water for our noodles. Now that our pasta water is boiling, we're just going to add pasta in. I think lost one there. And then we're just going to let that cook for a little bit and stir occasionally. Now that our pasta is boiling, we're going to go ahead and add our little chicken cubes. And then just let these cook. The pasta is going to cook for about 10 minutes. Chicken's probably going to take about 5. Just adding these in there. Just make sure that cook it until it is no longer pink. Right now I'm just flipping our chicken over, and I am already so excited to eat this. It smells so good. Once this is done cooking, I'm going to put together the heavy whipping cream, wine, and chicken broth. Okay, the noodles are done. Chicken is still cooking a bit. We're going to go ahead and strain these. And then I'm just going to go ahead and place these back into the pot. And now we are going to add our heavy whipping cream, wine, and chicken broth to these. The chicken also appears to be done. So we're just going to go ahead and put these off the pan and into a bowl just to let them sit while we finish the sauce. I went ahead and just moved the pan over here so I could record me adding in the sauce. The recipe I'm using doesn't really say how much sauce to add, but since I'm the only one eating this and it's not a very big dish, I'm just gonna measure with my heart and do 1/4 cup of each. It's the heavy whipping cream. Then crack into our white wine. Perfect. I just have the chicken broth right here. I also added in butter to these noodles just to add a bit more flavor. And then Parm cheese. This I'm just gonna, I like a lot of Parm cheese, so I'm just gonna measure with my heart as well. We're going to give that a stir. I think I might cook it a little longer just because I really want it, like the sauce to like thicken up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back onto the stove. So to thicken this up, I'm just gonna go ahead and add a bit of flour. Okay, just added some flour just to thicken the sauce up a little bit. I am now going to just add salt and pepper to taste. And then we're just gonna give this a stir. Before we add our chicken, I am just gonna do a little taste test of the noodles and sauce just to see if I need to add anything else. I might add a bit more chicken broth just because it's still on like the sweeter side. All right, so right now we have the finished pasta sauce, chicken, and now we're going to plate it. Let's get a big scoop of that pasta. Oops, I'm in the chicken. This looks so good. Right. Just gonna add some pieces of chicken. Ooh. It's hard to do with one hand. I didn't use mushrooms in this dish. I know like the authentic recipe calls for them, but I'm allergic to mushrooms, so I didn't use them. But honestly, I think it can be fine without it. Just gonna add some more Parm cheese. And voila, there is our chicken marsala pasta. Going to give it a taste test with the chicken.